We have certain classical features as per your neurohumoral transmission is concerned. We're going to talk about the neurohumoral transmission. Neurohumoral transmission is what is the primary neurotransmitter in parasympathetic system? Acetylcholine. How it is getting synthesized? Noradrenaline or adrenaline or dopamine, how it is getting synthesized and how it is getting released. That's what we are going to see. First of all, let's talk about cholinergic nervous system. Consider this is your presynaptic terminal and this is your postsynaptic terminal. Postsynaptic terminal. If this junction is a ganglion, this area must be your, that area must be your preganglionic fiber. This must be postganglionic fiber. If this junction is the neuroeffector junction, that must be the postganglionic fiber, and this must be the effector organ. So we have a common name, and that common name is synapse, presynaptic terminal, postsynaptic terminal. Simple concept. Clear? So this is for a cholinergic nervous system. So in cholinergic nervous system, acetylcholine is going to get synthesized. From the extracellular fluid, choline is going to be taken up into the presynaptic terminal. Choline is going to be taken up into the presynaptic terminal. It fuses with acetyl-CoA. It fuses with acetyl-CoA. Once it fuses with acetyl-CoA, and this is going to form the primary neurotransmitter. That's a simple step. No major steps are involved. And this enzyme which is involved in this conversion is called as choline acetyl transferase enzyme, CHAT enzyme. That is your choline acetyl transferase enzyme. Acetylcholine cannot be roaming freely within this presynaptic terminal. It has to be stored inside the vesicles. We have lots of vesicles. Vesicles are water-filled balloons, which is going to be storing this synthesized acetylcholine. So this acetylcholine needs to move into this vesicle and get stored. How it is going to move inside this? There is going to be a transporter which is situated, and this transporter is called as VAT. VAT means vesicle associated transporter. CHAT means choline acetyl transferase. VAT means vesicle associated transporter. Vesicle associated transporter. And now we have this acetylcholine which is being stored inside the vesicles. This is what happens whenever the nerve is at rest. But in case when the impulse comes down, whenever the nerve impulse comes down from the brain to this presynaptic terminal, there is going to be depolarization. Whenever there is depolarization, it is going to be immediately followed up with calcium influx. There is going to be influx of calcium. Due to influx of calcium, the vesicle is going to fuse with the presynaptic terminal, and because of that fusage, there is going to be exocytosis of acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is going to be released into the presynaptic terminal, into the synapse. Consider for this example, I have written 4 molecules of acetylcholine. These 4 molecules of acetylcholine is going to interact with certain receptor which is situated in the opposite side. If this is a ganglion, what must be this receptor, guys? We have just seen it before a few minutes. If this is a ganglion, this must be NN receptor. If this is your neuroeffector junction, this receptor must be either muscarinic or nicotinic based on the location, based on the individual areas, right? So it must be either muscarinic or nicotinic receptors. Acetylcholine is going to interact with those receptors. Because of this interaction, the impulse is going to be sent down into this postsynaptic terminal. That's it. Now the function has been completed. What is the fate of this acetylcholine? How this acetylcholine is going to get broken down, how it is going to get reutilized? Here we have an enzyme, the famous enzyme, and that enzyme is your acetylcholine esterase or butyrylcholine esterase. Acetylcholine esterase or pseudocholine esterase or butyrylcholine esterase. This acetylcholine esterase and butyrylcholine esterase both is going to break down this acetylcholine. Not only acetylcholine esterase, even butyrylcholine esterase also has the property to break down acetylcholine to individual metabolites. It is a powerful enzyme because the name contains esterase. We have to know that esterase enzyme and peptidase enzyme are one of the most powerful enzymes which is there within the body. any substances or any drugs which is going to be broken down by an esterase enzyme, that is going to be very short acting, because these enzymes are very powerful and are faster acting enzymes. So acetylcholine is going to get broken down, and what is going to be formed? Choline will be formed with acetic acid. Acetic acid will be moving out into the blood. Choline will be reutilized. It will be reuptook into the presynaptic terminal for the synthesis of acetylcholine again. This is the neurohumoral transmission of how acetylcholine is synthesized, how it is getting transported out, and how it is getting further metabolism processes. So, as per the whole thing, choline uptake into the presynaptic terminal, choline fused with acetyl-CoA, acetylcholine is formed, fuses with the vesicles, a calcium influx, there is going to be efflux of acetylcholine. Acetylcholine interacts with the receptor. Acetylcholine esterase or butyrylcholine esterase breaks down acetylcholine to acetic acid, and choline will be reuptook for the resynthesis of acetylcholine. Clear, guys? Here we have to understand one major concept. What is the primary mechanism of termination of action of acetylcholine? How acetylcholine's action is getting terminated? It is mainly because of metabolism. Metabolism because of acetylcholine esterase and butyrylcholine esterase enzymes. Because of these two enzymes, the action of acetylcholine is going to get stopped off. Action of acetylcholine means we have this receptor, we have this acetylcholine, it is going to be interacting with each other. What is the mechanism which is preventing this interaction? Metabolism is the mechanism with which the enzyme is getting prevented, with which the action is getting prevented. That's it about your cholinergic system.